Top of the morning, everybody. So it's like, I don't know, 5 in the morning, and I had to record this now so I get it out of my head. First of all, this is officially the first official Uber Angel this is the first video of the first Uber Angel Chronicles. Yeah. So I drive for Lyft now. I started with Uber though, so we're going to stick with the Uber Angel. Long story short, I was showing up in the nick of time in the middle of the night for everybody, and they're like, oh my god, you're my savior. So I earned the name the Uber Angel. That's what they started calling me, so I stuck with it because it works. So, Uber Angel Chronicles. This is what happens at night. I only drive at night because people are really anxious during the day. So, at night, people are just more open to everything. And I think it's part of my mission work because some pretty weird shit happens to me. Good weird shit, though. So, tonight, what happened? I started around 10 p.m. and I'm praying to God. And I'm like, God, please give me a sign that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Blase, blase, etc., right? So, start driving. The timeline is between 10 p.m. and 5 p.m., right? 5 a.m., right? So, in that period of time, I come up on a street that says April, okay? Now, it's spelled with an I, but that's okay. A few hours later, I come up on Rosa Parks Boulevard, okay? Which is funny because I told somebody a while back that it was funny because it feels like I'm like shuttling people on the Underground Railroad doing this freaking mission work. So I come up on Rosa Parks Boulevard after I hit April Street a few hours prior to that. After Rosa Parks Boulevard, all right? Now see, I thought Rosa Parks Boulevard was going to be like the cherry on the cake, but it wasn't. So after that, I start getting a whole bunch of rides that are like 10, 15 minutes away that only want me to take them like 5, 10 minutes. I get one ride that's like 15 minutes away from where I am, and I'm like, all right, they must be going far, right, Spirit? Like, you're not gonna have me drive all the way over there just to drive 2 minutes up the street, right? Lo and behold, it was a 5-minute ride. However, I had to humble myself because they were going to the hospital, so, which was 5 minutes up the street. I was like, haha, touche, Spirit, touche, you're funny. That happens, all right? So I start accepting all of the rides that are like 10, 15 minutes just because I'm feeling like giving, right? I get one ride. He's going right up the street. He just wants to go to Walgreens and go home. So we get to Walgreens. He's in the store for a hot minute. All of a sudden, now mind you, when I pull up, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. All of a sudden, all these crackheads come out of nowhere. It's just like people just start showing up. So I'm like, okay, so I lock my door, right? Because preventative care. Not out of fear, but just out of common fucking sense, right? So I lock my fucking doors, right? One guy comes over and he's like the younger of the many crackheads, right? He's got on a red tank top, comes over to my window, asks me for money. He's knocking on everybody's window, comes over my window. So I'm like, all right. So I ask him a few questions. I'm like, why are you out here? How'd you end up homeless? Are you doing drugs? Now, my intuition was telling me that he was doing drugs. However, it's not my job to judge. He says he's hungry. I'm just going to pray. So when my rider got back in the car, I told him what had happened because all these crackheads had got in the Walgreens as well, asking people for money. So he comes back out laughing, and we're laughing about it. And I tell him I gave the guy a couple of bucks and that I'm just going to pray that he is healthy and well and really going to go to the job interview that he said he had the next day, because it's not my job to judge, and it's not my job to dish out freaking whatever, you know? So that happens, right? And the guy in the back is totally resonating with what I'm saying, which was just another sign, you know? So that happens, all right? 5 a.m. rolls around, okay? And I get a call to go another 15 minutes back out, right? I pick up somebody, and on the way there, I'm heading south, and on the opposite side of the highway, heading north, I see a car up on the bank, okay? Like, it's not one that slopes down, it's one that slopes very high up. It's very steep, okay? So his car is all up on the steep, all like this, right? It's all like this, right? Up on the steep. And I'm like, damn, like, God, look out for him. You know what I mean? And I'm just praying that, not that he's not drunk, but that he's okay. You know, because last night we had a lot of drunk drivers. That shit. That's another video, though. So I go get my rider. And on the way back, now mind you, there's nobody around because it's like 4 in the morning, right? There was nobody around. It was just me heading south and him on the side of the, not even the side of the road, but up on the grass wall at 4 in the fucking morning heading the other way. So I go get my rider. We head back. We hit crazy traffic, right? Now, the exit right before it is free, and I'm around here, so I know exactly what I'm going. I'm like, you want me to hop off or you want me to stay on in the traffic? My intuitions tell me get the fuck off the highway, but you know how that goes. We got to compromise with the people in the back seat. So, luckily, she says, get off the highway. I'm like, awesome, let's get off the highway. We're not going to be like the rest of the sheep this evening. We're going to be smarter than the average bear, and we're going to take the back roads. So I take the back roads and drop her off. The next person that I go to pick up happens to be the man who just totaled his fucking car. Can you stand it? Oh, and it gets better. His name is Jacob. Okay? And then he starts talking about, because I'm like, oh, how are you? How are you having a nice night? Not realizing that he is who he is, right? And he gets in the car like, oh, I could be having a better night. I just totaled my car. I'm like, that was you? That was you on the side of the road? Totally forgetting to be compassionate in that moment, right? So I get to talking to him, and I start asking him questions, and I'm like, has a lot of weird shit like that been happening to you? Like, just like crash moments? And he's like, yeah, this happened and that happened. And I'm just like, so I open up to him about the journey, right? Because he's obviously a divine masculine, right? So I open up to him about the journey, and then he says to me, oh my God, I hate that this ride is so short because I wish I could continue to ask you questions. I have so many questions. And I was like, yeah, I know. That was fucking intense. Namaste. Have a nice day, y'all.